Alright, what's up guys? I have the Richtofen's Mind Game Achievement Guide here. And first I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the steps to it. And then I have a separate video showing the ending that comes along if everybody in the game has all Richtofen Easter eggs complete. First step is to build the guillotine. You saw me pick up the first piece on the top of the saloon right there. The second piece is going to be in the mines. It's the crystal. I'm just looking for it. There it is against the rocks. And then you take it back over to the guillotine, put that piece on. You need to have the 4 pieces for the guillotine. And then you need to do the second step before you can move on to anything else. And don't put any pieces on the gallows or the noose. So the third piece is this antenna in the barn right there. So you just grab it and then run around over here and put it onto the guillotine. And then the reason I said don't put anything on the noose is because you have a chance. There's parts that are interchangeable between both buildables. So if you put the wrong part on the noose, then you will not be able to do Richtofen inside. And then you saw the fourth piece that I picked up right there was that piece of thread, or spool of thread. So I'm going to put the final piece on, and then we can move on to the next step. The 2 things that you would want in this are a paralyzer and a time bomb. So get that as early as you can if you have money in the bank. So first thing, the second step is to power up these orbs. The first one was right there. The second one you can just hop over here over next to the church, behind all the tombstones, and you can power this one up. The third one, you might have seen it earlier when we were in the mines when I was getting that other piece for the guillotine. So let me fly back over to the mines. Takes a little bit. But yeah, you definitely need the paralyzer and the time bombs to do this achievement, or to do this Easter egg, because those, as you see, the paralyzer is needed for this, and then the time bombs will be needed for a later step. So there's the third orb, and then the fourth orb is right behind the witch's house. It's the same thing with Maxis, except you don't blow them up. So the fourth orb is right there. Power it up real quick. And then you can move on to the third step. And the third step, you're going to see that blue lantern floating around again. And what you're going to want to do is cook your grenade and make it blow up next to the lantern so it drops down. And I was in theater mode, so I'll show him picking it up. And then for Maxis' side, you had to give the big guy, Candy, whatever you want to call him, Leroy, Huckleberry, Jeffrey. I've heard people call him Jeffrey. You can you give him candy from Maxis' side, but for the Richtofen side, you got to kill the witches in the house. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. I'm not quite sure how many witches he has to kill. I didn't count them, but if whoever has Samuel, he can hear Richtofen say a quote when you get enough of them killed. So shouldn't be that many more. Probably about like 10 to 15 in that range. And then you get the quote from Richtofen, and then you can move on to the next step. And the next step is where it starts getting, or not the next step, but the step after the next step is where it starts getting harder. And I'm not sure when Richtofen's going to speak because I have my volume on mute. So we'll just have to wait until he killed enough. There he goes, he killed enough. So the next thing you want to do is build the lantern onto the roof again, and then I have the video to decipher that code. If you want to go check that out, if you don't know how to do it, people have found it very helpful. They found it very easy to tell what to do. So you don't have to punch them in order. So ours were Bone Orchard Vein. then ground biter pits, or bitter pits, whatever word that was, and then dry gulcher shaft. So after he hits all those, he will follow the orb around, and you have to, with Maxis, you have to have a train of zombies and kill the zombies as they go touch the orb, or as the orb attracts to them. But for Richtofen side, you're going to run to certain places, and you're going to have to run into the orb. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but another thing that you need is Vulture Aid, or else you will not be able to see the orb. So make sure you have Vulture Aid, someone has the Paralyzer, and someone has the Time Bombs. If someone else hit that one, doesn't matter who hits it, you guys can set up at different spots if one person can't get to all the spots in that amount of time. I think they give you enough time to get to all of them though. And this is actually me running. This is another guy in the game. I'll give them all shout outs who helped me with this video at the end of the video. So you see the orb goes to attach to the guillotine, and then Richtofen talks some more. And what you're going to have to do is kill 5 zombies when the orb attracts to them. So you see the first one is actually the one that this guy is holding. So we have him kill him, and then you see that first orb start flying around, and you're going to need 5 of those little orbs flying around. So this one is a lot more challenging than Maxis' side. For some reason, I think that the first 2 maps, I think Richtofen side was easier. That's just my opinion. Some people say Maxis had an easier side in transit, but this Richtofen one was kind of hard, and then the Maxis one was a lot easier. But I wanted to get my save game as Richtofen, so, and then do the ending as Richtofen, and then we're gonna go back through and do it for Maxis this weekend. So the next step, you're gonna want to put the time bomb on the guillotine, and you're gonna want to have everybody touch the guillotine. There's the last person, and then the person that put down the time bomb hits the time bomb, and then you go search the bodies. I have a video about that too. I can link it in the description for you guys. We found 12 locations. I know of a 13th one, but I'm not sure if there's any else. And I'm actually about to go down here, but anyone can search the bodies, and you can see at the top it just said found a switch. So once you find the switch, you just gotta survive the infinity round. You can't kill the zombies during this, but the paralyzer slows them down, and the monkey bombs distract them away from you. So I would suggest getting those. You don't need them, but they're helpful. When I was going down right there, I forgot I had the paralyzer, and I didn't try to fly out of that situation. And he was trying to revive me, but you don't die because you just go back in time, and then you'll be good. You'll be alive. You'll have all your perks. You'll have everything still. And see, here we go back in time, and then the person that picked up the switch has to go to the guillotine and build it on the guillotine. So there you see he's building it right now. Then Richtofen gives you another quote saying go to the maze and do some stuff. So what you're going to want to do in the maze, on the doors in the maze, you're going to see some switches. And there's the only really known way to figure out what switch goes first, second, third, and fourth is that whatever switch you hit last, if it sparks, that's going to be the last one. So then you'll have 6 more options to choose from to get the next part. And then the final step is, again, the target practice. I've shown you this part before. I'm going to show you the part where I got the achievement over again. But yeah, that's the only known way for the levers in the maze. So it's a little time consuming, but you just try the first. Like we tried red to be the last one first, and then it ended up sparking. So we knew what one was last right off the beginning. And then we were able to figure out the rest of the order, and then move on to this final step. So there you go. The 7 achievements pop, the 7 perks pop, and then the achievement pops. Mind game, 75 gamer score. So let me give a shout out to the people that helped me during this redo of the Richtofen Easter egg. I gave a shout out to the people that actually I did it with first. But let me give a shout out to Vane Crazy, Navy Seals, and Gay for Grandpa. Gay for Grandpa has a YouTube channel. I'll link him in the description. Go check out his channel. He uploads high round videos, and I think he's got to round 80 in this map. So you can go check that out. He uploads a couple other videos you want to go check out. So check them out. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at MrForeman719. Stay tuned for more buried coverage, and I will see you guys in my next video.